One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Maryland Terrapins. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Straight ahead, it's Cox. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind it and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Left side is Thomas. Touchdown, Bruins! A great catch and run for 6. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
UCLA 7, Maryland 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And for the first time in this game, we get a look at big Dorian Fleming. We got a duel in this game with 2 of the better tight ends in the country. Looking outside, it's Howard. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. And the RPO got it. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it on the counter. Knocked down immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Out wide left, it's Durham. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Howard. There's a crease. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Crane. They go to the wide receiver screen. Taken down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Got enough space, and he'll finish. Going with the counter play here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Imaliava. Right side, it's Moore. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Iamaleava. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Iamaleava to the air again. Touchdown, UCLA! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Hold and finds his man on the left. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Trying to take it back. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Cox. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Working the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first.
Touchdown, Bruins! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Number 91, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Snags it. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Throwing, Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Iamaleava on the play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Crane. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Searching for space. Slips through the line. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. Turns it upfield. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin! Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hits inside, it's Howard. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's Ole Miss looking to move to 4-0 on the young season, and they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline, kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in College Park. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
UCLA's head coach told me at the half They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Crane. Look out! Got rid of it just in time.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. Fields the punt. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to get started. Makes a move. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Turns up, it's Durr. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Crane. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll run the screen. Hard running there. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Tight end now in motion. Right side, it's Durr. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They just keep firing. Works the middle of the field. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Left side, it's Durr. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Keeping his eyes downfield. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Under pressure. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Throwing, Imaliava. And he gets rid of it.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Scanning the field, it's Imaliava. Out wide right, it's Cox. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Imaliava finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Imaliava. And he avoids the sack.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. And now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
He's brought it out at the 22.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Hand it to the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Crane. On the move. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
And the Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Good time to take a shot here with this quarterback. Makes the catch. It's Durham. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Terrapins are threatening in the red zone. Got him on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Second down to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Crane. Rush is on. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Gonna look downfield again. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And there's no mystery.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Wants to pass. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. They'll leave it with the lone back. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's got the tight end. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the draw, it's Cox. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Keep it on the ground. Run ends there.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.